Respect is something we all crave, yet many of us unknowingly sabotage it with our daily habits. We've all been there, feeling like our voices go unheard in conversations, or noticing that people dismiss our opinions without a second thought. But here's the truth, the issue might not lie with the people around you, it could be with how you're presenting yourself. Respect isn't just given, it's earned through how you carry yourself, the way you communicate, and the decisions you make in challenging situations. Think about it. Have you ever felt overlooked or as if people just don't take you seriously? Maybe it's because you're unknowingly making mistakes that make others respect you less. Simple actions like bragging, dressing poorly, or oversharing personal problems can quickly damage your image. The way you handle conflict, too, can either earn you respect or make people view you as weak. So, how do you change that? It starts with recognizing the behaviors that are undermining your ability to command respect and making the conscious decision to do better. If you're tired of feeling dismissed or ignored, it's time to take control and understand how small shifts in your behavior can change how others perceive you. Whether it's keeping your composure in stressful situations, dressing with intention, or letting your actions speak for you instead of your words, the way you present yourself truly matters. Let's dive into how you can earn the respect you deserve, without needing to prove anything to anyone. 1. Habits that lead to a loss of respect. Respect is something everyone desires, but many of us unknowingly damage our ability to earn it through everyday habits. It's not always about what you say, but how you present yourself and how you handle different situations. Some behaviors, though seemingly harmless, can lead to a loss of respect in both personal and professional settings. Let's break down a few common habits that might be holding you back from gaining the respect you deserve. One of the most damaging habits is constantly bragging about your achievements. Whether it's talking about your job, your vacation, or how much money you make, it often comes across as insecurity rather than confidence. Bragging tends to make you seem like you're trying too hard to prove your worth. While it might seem like a way to gain admiration, it usually has the opposite effect. People who truly respect you will notice your achievements without you needing to announce them. Let your actions speak louder than your words, and avoid the need to constantly prove your success to others. Another habit that can cause others to lose respect is oversharing personal problems. While it's normal to share struggles with close friends, constantly airing out your issues with coworkers, acquaintances, or strangers can make you seem emotionally needy. People respect those who handle their challenges privately and with composure. When you frequently vent about your problems, it can make others feel drained or uncomfortable. Instead of turning every conversation into a therapy session, focus on managing your difficulties with grace. This will help you maintain your dignity and earn respect from others. How you present yourself physically has a significant impact on the respect others have for you. If you neglect grooming or dress sloppily, people may judge you before you even speak. It's not about wearing expensive clothes or following the latest trends, but rather showing that you respect yourself. Someone who shows up to a meeting with wrinkled clothes and messy hair might not be taken seriously, even if they have brilliant ideas. On the other hand, someone who is well-groomed and dresses appropriately commands respect immediately. Taking time to maintain a polished appearance sends a message that you care about yourself and, by extension, that you value the people around you. How you handle conflict also plays a major role in the respect you command. Getting overly emotional, whether through yelling, crying, or defensiveness, often makes you seem irrational and weak. While it's natural to feel upset during disagreements, losing control of your emotions can quickly diminish others' respect for you. People admire those who stay calm and composed, even in difficult situations. Being able to argue logically and with emotional intelligence shows that you are in control and capable of handling pressure. If you find yourself getting emotional, try taking a step back and breathing before reacting. This gives you time to collect your thoughts and resolve the situation more effectively, earning you respect in the process. The way you act and present yourself can greatly influence the level of respect you receive. Bragging, oversharing, neglecting your appearance, and losing control in conflicts are all habits that can damage your reputation. By recognizing these behaviors and making conscious efforts to improve them, you can build more respect in both your personal and professional life. Respect is earned through actions, and by avoiding these common pitfalls, you'll naturally begin to attract the respect you deserve. 2. Caring for your appearance and style. In a world where first impressions are often everything, the way you present yourself can play a crucial role in how others perceive you. Whether in professional environments, social settings, or even casual encounters, people quickly judge others based on how they look. While it's true that we should value character over appearance, we cannot ignore the fact that people often make assumptions about competence, discipline, and reliability based on our grooming and attire. In the United States, where personal presentation can sometimes feel like a reflection of success or failure, the importance of self-care and style cannot be overstated. It's said that you only get one chance to make a first impression, and in many cases, that first impression is heavily influenced by how you look. When you enter a room, whether it's for a job interview, a business meeting, or a social event, people will judge you based on your appearance before you even speak a word. If you show up to an important meeting with wrinkled clothes, messy hair, or scuffed shoes, even if you are extremely competent, people might automatically assume that you don't take your role seriously. On the flip side, someone who walks in dressed neatly, with clean clothes and a well-maintained appearance, will be immediately respected, regardless of their background or experience. Think about this. How many times have you noticed someone who has a polished, well-groomed appearance, and thought to yourself, they must be on top of things? The truth is, how you look often sets the tone for how people interact with you. Your clothes don't need to be designer labels, but they should be clean, well-fitted, and appropriate for the situation. A sharp, polished look sends a message that you are organized, capable, and self-disciplined, traits that naturally command respect. When it comes to dressing well, it's not about wearing expensive clothes or following the latest trends. In fact, you don't have to spend a fortune on your wardrobe to look great. The key is in choosing clothes that fit well, suit your body type, and match the occasion. In the US, where casual dress codes are common, it's easy to fall into the trap of wearing anything that's comfortable, but this doesn't always communicate the level of professionalism or seriousness you want. For example, a well-fitted pair of jeans and a clean, pressed button-down shirt can often do wonders in a casual setting, while a tailored suit or a neat dress will stand out in more formal situations. The point isn't about following the latest fashion trends, but choosing clothing that enhances your confidence and represents the level of respect you want to receive from others. Make sure your clothes fit properly. Ill-fitting attire often makes people look unkempt, even if the clothes themselves are expensive or stylish. Grooming goes hand in hand with clothing when it comes to presenting yourself well. In the United States, people often assume that someone who takes the time to properly groom themselves is disciplined, reliable, and takes pride in their work. Maintaining personal hygiene, whether it's ensuring your nails are clean and trimmed, your hair is neatly styled, or your breath is fresh, is a fundamental aspect of making a good impression. Your grooming habits can also influence how others perceive your confidence. For instance, regular haircuts and maintaining good skin hygiene demonstrate that you care about your personal image and the impression you make on others. Taking time to maintain a clean and polished look shows that you respect yourself and, by extension, others around you. The importance of caring for your appearance extends beyond professional environments. It affects social interactions, personal relationships, and even your self-perception. Studies have shown that people who dress well and take care of their personal grooming often exude more confidence, which in turn opens doors to better opportunities, stronger networks, and greater influence. Your appearance influences how others perceive your ability to lead, your work ethic, and even your overall personality. Consider how public figures or well-known leaders present themselves. Whether in a business setting or casual interaction, they often dress in a way that reflects their position and status. Even casual dressers like tech entrepreneurs or athletes maintain a polished look, showing that no matter the environment, personal care remains essential to how others see them. Taking the time to maintain a well-groomed and put-together appearance brings several benefits. First, it enhances your confidence. When you look good, you feel good, and this boost in self-assurance can positively impact your interactions with others. Second, it increases your chances of forming genuine, productive relationships. People tend to gravitate toward those who are confident and self-respecting. By presenting yourself well, you communicate that you value yourself and others. Furthermore, a polished appearance can often help you advance in your career. In the US, where networking and personal branding are so important, looking the part can make the difference between landing a job or being overlooked. Employers often favor candidates who present themselves neatly and professionally, as it reflects a level of maturity, responsibility, and respect. Caring for your appearance and grooming habits is an essential part of commanding respect in both your personal and professional life. It's not about expensive clothes or following fleeting fashion trends, but about making sure you present yourself in a way that reflects your values, discipline, and self-respect. A well-maintained appearance can open doors, make positive impressions, and help you build more meaningful connections. When you take the time to look your best, others will take you seriously and treat you with the respect you deserve. 3. Oversharing personal struggles. In today's society, it's easier than ever to share our personal struggles with others. Whether it's through social media or in casual conversations, many of us seek emotional support by opening up about our difficulties. However, there is a fine line between sharing and oversharing, and crossing that line can result in a loss of respect. In American culture, where emotional resilience is highly valued, constantly unloading personal issues can make you seem weak or overly dependent, rather than strong and self-reliant. It's natural to want to talk about personal challenges, especially with friends or family members, but oversharing with coworkers, acquaintances, or even strangers can make others uncomfortable. When you constantly vent about your financial problems, relationship issues, or even minor inconveniences, it can become draining for those around you. Instead of being seen as someone who handles difficulties well, you might be perceived as emotionally needy or unstable. In a professional setting, oversharing can make you appear unprofessional. When personal struggles are brought into the workplace, it shifts the focus from your work performance to your emotional state. People will begin to view you as someone who can't manage their personal life, which can erode your credibility. For example, if you are constantly talking about your problems at work, it can overshadow your achievements and affect how seriously others take you. Setting emotional boundaries is crucial to maintaining respect. While sharing personal challenges with close friends is perfectly fine, it's important to recognize when it's inappropriate to share too much with others. In American culture, people value emotional resilience and the ability to manage struggles without making them everyone else's problem. When you overshare, you risk being seen as someone who is unable to cope with life's difficulties on their own. When you keep your personal issues to yourself or share them with trusted individuals, you project strength. People respect those who can manage their emotions privately and approach challenges with grace. Oversharing, on the other hand, can signal that you're constantly seeking reassurance, which diminishes your respect in the eyes of others. To avoid oversharing, it's important to be selective about who you confide in and how often you share your struggles. It's not about suppressing your emotions, but about knowing when and where it's appropriate to talk about your problems. If someone hasn't asked about your personal life, it's best to keep those issues private. In a workplace or social setting, make sure the people you're speaking to are comfortable and capable of offering the support you need. Being mindful of how often you share personal details will help you maintain your dignity and keep the respect of others. When you share selectively, people will view you as someone who can handle their challenges without burdening others. Another consequence of oversharing is that it can strain relationships. If you are always unloading your problems on others, it can create an imbalance where the relationship feels one-sided. Friends, family, or coworkers may feel overwhelmed by your constant need for emotional support. This can lead to them avoiding you or, worse, becoming resentful. Genuine relationships are built on mutual support, not on one person consistently seeking help while not giving anything back. Maintaining a balance in relationships is important. When you share too much, others may start to feel like they are emotionally drained. It's important to give as much as you take in a relationship, so you don't exhaust the people around you. One way to avoid oversharing is by developing emotional intelligence. This means recognizing and understanding your emotions while also being aware of how your feelings affect others. People with high emotional intelligence know when to share and when to keep things to themselves. They understand that there is a time and place for sharing personal struggles, and they know how to regulate their emotions in a way that doesn't burden others. By developing emotional intelligence, you can maintain control over how and when you share your challenges, which helps you build stronger, more respectful relationships. Oversharing personal problems may feel comforting in the moment, but it often leads to a loss of respect from those around you. People value emotional resilience and the ability to manage life's difficulties with dignity. By learning to set emotional boundaries and share selectively, you'll gain the respect of others and maintain healthy, balanced relationships. Emotional intelligence is key to knowing when to seek help and when to handle things on your own. When you master this balance, you'll be better equipped to navigate both personal and professional challenges without losing the respect of those around you. 4. Handling conflicts with composure. The first rule in conflict resolution is to stay calm. It might sound simple, but when emotions are running high, it's easy to lose control. Yelling, crying, or getting defensive will rarely solve the problem. Instead, these emotional outbursts often make the situation worse, leaving you looking irrational and even unprofessional. In the US, emotional control is considered a sign of strength. People respect those who can stay composed during tense situations. Imagine a business meeting where everyone's arguing. If you stay calm and focused, you'll likely gain respect for your ability to handle stress without losing your cool. But if you react impulsively, others will see you as unpredictable and difficult to work with. Another key to effective conflict management is focusing on the facts, not emotions. While it's natural to feel strongly about a situation, letting your emotions drive the conversation often leads to chaos. Instead, stick to the relevant issues at hand. When you keep the conversation focused on the facts, you create an environment where the problem can be solved rationally. For instance, if you're disagreeing with a colleague about a project, stick to the specifics of the task, timelines, and deliverables. Avoid personal attacks or irrelevant details. By focusing on the core issue, you show that you're committed to finding a solution rather than escalating the conflict further. One of the most underrated skills in conflict resolution is active listening. Often, we get so caught up in defending our own views that we forget to truly listen to the other person. In American culture, people appreciate when others listen to them, especially in a disagreement. When you actively listen, you give the other person the space to share their perspective, which can help reduce tension. It also shows that you respect their point of view, even if you don't agree. By listening without interrupting, you create a more respectful and open dialogue, making it easier to work toward a resolution. It's not just about hearing the words, it's about understanding the emotion behind them. When you're in the heat of an argument, it's easy to assume that the other person is attacking you personally. But it's important to remember that the conflict is about the issue, not you as a person. If you take things personally, you risk getting defensive and reacting emotionally, which only escalates the situation. For example, if a coworker disagrees with your idea during a meeting, don't take it as a personal attack. Focus on the idea itself and how you can work together to improve it. By separating yourself from the issue, you can stay objective and avoid letting the disagreement get under your skin. One effective technique for diffusing conflict is to use I statements instead of you statements. This subtle shift in language can prevent the other person from feeling blamed or attacked. Instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try saying, "I feel unheard when I'm interrupted." This approach focuses on your feelings, not their actions, and opens up space for a more productive conversation. Using I statements shows maturity and emotional intelligence, which are highly valued traits in conflict resolution. Sometimes, the best way to handle a conflict is to take a step back. If you feel your emotions getting the best of you, it's okay to ask for a break or suggest continuing the conversation later. In American culture, people respect those who recognize when they need to regroup and collect their thoughts. Taking a moment to calm down and reflect will help you return to the conversation with a clearer mind. It also gives the other person time to cool off, which can make them more receptive when a discussion resumes. Ultimately, the goal of any conflict is to find a resolution, not to win the argument. If your sole focus is on proving you're right, you risk alienating others and damaging relationships. Instead, try to shift your mindset from "I need to win" to "how can we solve this together?" In American culture, collaboration and compromise are highly respected. The most respected people in any situation are those who are focused on finding a solution that benefits everyone involved, rather than trying to come out on top. Handling conflict with composure is a skill that will serve you well in all areas of life. By staying calm, focusing on the facts, listening actively, and using effective communication strategies, you can resolve conflicts without losing respect or escalating the situation. People admire those who approach challenges with emotional control and a collaborative mindset. Remember, conflict is inevitable, but how you handle it can make all the difference in building respect and maintaining strong relationships. In American culture, emotional intelligence and problem solving are highly valued, and mastering these skills will help you earn the respect you deserve. 5. Perseverance and resilience. Success rarely comes easily, and the path to achieving our goals is often filled with obstacles. In American culture, perseverance and resilience are qualities that are highly valued. The ability to push through challenges and keep striving toward your goals, even when things are difficult, is often what separates those who succeed from those who give up. Perseverance is the ability to continue working toward a goal despite setbacks. It's not about avoiding challenges but staying committed and pushing forward, even when things get tough. Success is rarely instant, and many of the most successful people had to overcome early failures. For example, Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team but used this as motivation to improve and ultimately became one of the greatest basketball players in history. In the US, perseverance is admired because it demonstrates commitment and hard work. It's about sticking with your goal, even when success seems far away. The key to achieving any long-term goal is to keep going, no matter how many times you fail along the way. While perseverance is about pushing forward, resilience is about bouncing back after setbacks. Resilience is essential because life will always present challenges, but it's how we respond that matters. In American culture, resilience is considered a sign of strength because it shows your ability to overcome adversity and keep moving forward. Take the story of Elon Musk, for example. He faced numerous failures with both Tesla and SpaceX, including near bankruptcies, but each setback only fueled his determination to keep going. Resilient people don't let failures define them. Instead, they view challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. The key to resilience is recognizing that setbacks are part of the journey and using them to strengthen your resolve. Grit is the combination of passion and perseverance for long-term goals. It's what helps you keep going when things are tough. In American culture, grit is often seen as the key to success. It's the quality that helps you persist despite the challenges you face. For example, starting a business is rarely easy. Many entrepreneurs experience failures, financial difficulties, and rejection before they succeed. But what sets successful entrepreneurs apart is their grit. They continue to work hard, learn from their mistakes, and adapt their strategies. Over time, this persistent effort leads to success. True success takes time. Whether you're building a career, starting a business, or improving yourself, it's important to understand that results won't come overnight. In the US, where instant success is often celebrated, it's easy to forget that real achievement is the result of consistent effort over time. Success requires staying focused and continuing to put in the work, even when progress seems slow. It's about embracing the journey and being patient with the process. Those who stay committed to their goals, despite the challenges, are the ones who eventually reach success. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work and dedication. This mindset is crucial for perseverance and resilience because it helps you view challenges as opportunities to grow. People with a growth mindset don't see failure as a dead end, they see it as a chance to learn and improve. For example, if you fail at something, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," you would ask, "What can I learn from this?" This mindset helps you stay motivated and continue working toward your goals, no matter how difficult the journey. Perseverance and resilience are essential for long-term success. Life is filled with obstacles and challenges, but how we respond to them determines whether we succeed. By staying committed to our goals, learning from setbacks, and maintaining our determination, we can overcome almost any obstacle. In American culture, perseverance and resilience are highly respected because they reflect strength, determination, and the ability to overcome adversity. Success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about pushing through it and continuing to move forward toward your goals. 6. Using others for personal gain. In any relationship, whether personal or professional, respect is fundamental. However, some people treat others as stepping stones for their own personal gain, often without realizing the long-term consequences of such actions. In American culture, where values like integrity, authenticity, and reciprocity are highly regarded, using people for personal benefit can quickly erode trust and damage your reputation. At first glance, using others for personal gain might seem like an easy way to get ahead. After all, if someone has something you need, be it information, connections, or resources, it might feel like a good idea to take advantage of the situation. However, this behavior often backfires. People are not blind, and most can sense when they are being used. When you exploit others, you are undermining the foundation of trust and respect that relationships are built on. For example, imagine a colleague who only reaches out to you when they need a favor, but never offers help in return. While they may get what they want in the short term, they are alienating you in the long run. Over time, people start to notice patterns of behavior like this, and it leads to a lack of respect and an eventual breakdown in the relationship. In American society, the concept of reciprocity is highly valued. Genuine relationships, both in business and personal life, are built on mutual respect and support. When someone uses another person for their own benefit without giving anything back, they are essentially saying that the other person's value is only tied to what they can provide. Using people for personal gain not only damages relationships but also reflects poorly on your character. While you may get a short-term advantage, it can lead to long-term isolation. When people realize they are being used, they may distance themselves from you, leaving you with shallow connections and a lack of genuine support. Take, for example, the behavior of people in professional settings. If someone constantly asks for favors without offering help in return, colleagues may begin to view them as opportunistic. This behavior can lead to a lack of trust, making it difficult to collaborate or receive support when you actually need it. In the business world, reputation matters. If you develop a reputation for using people, it can severely hinder your career and opportunities for growth. The key to building meaningful and lasting relationships is authenticity. Instead of using others for personal gain, focus on creating connections based on trust, mutual respect, and shared goals. When you offer help and support to others without expecting anything in return, you foster an environment where collaboration and trust can thrive. In the professional world, this approach can lead to stronger networks and better opportunities. For example, a mentor-mentee relationship built on genuine care and guidance will lead to long-term growth for both parties. In contrast, if you only reach out when you need something, the relationship will be shallow and transactional, offering little value to either side. In American culture, relationships built on genuine connections are often the most successful. People value those who are willing to help without expecting anything in return, and these individuals tend to attract a network of supportive, like-minded people. Genuine relationships lead to better career opportunities, personal growth, and a more fulfilling life overall. Instead of using people for what they can offer, focus on what you can contribute to the relationship. Giving without the expectation of receiving makes you a valuable person in the eyes of others. In turn, this helps create an environment where people are more willing to help you when you genuinely need it. Think about the great leaders and thinkers throughout history. They didn't use others to get ahead. They focused on helping others and contributing to the collective good, and as a result, their legacies were built on trust, respect, and collaboration. In a world where personal success is often measured by what you can achieve or accumulate, it's easy to fall into the trap of using others for your benefit. However, this behavior ultimately harms relationships and leaves you isolated. By focusing on building authentic connections based on trust, respect, and mutual support, you can achieve long-term success and create meaningful relationships. In American culture, genuine connections and reciprocity are highly valued, and focusing on giving rather than taking will lead to a more fulfilling and respected life. Conclusion. In American culture, respect is earned through integrity, hard work, and genuine connections. Whether it's avoiding behaviors like bragging, oversharing, or using others for personal gain, each of these habits can erode the trust and respect that are essential for meaningful relationships. Instead, focus on building authentic connections based on mutual respect, contribution, and emotional intelligence. Perseverance and resilience in the face of challenges also play a key role in earning respect and achieving long-term success. Ultimately, people value those who can navigate life with composure, who prioritize relationships over transactions, and who let their actions speak louder than words. By shifting your mindset toward giving and collaborating, you will not only earn respect but also build a lasting, supportive network that will help you succeed in both your personal and professional life. Stay focused on what truly matters, and the respect you seek will follow.